I turned it into like a medium widget that went across, and I ended up putting that on my second page, which I thought was really cute. If you're lucky, you don't have to go look for them. I was like scouring. I was like, some of them a little clapped. And I put a step count on my thing because horrendous. Sometimes the step count is just... And then I added like a small cute little Miffy widget like wearing a little bow. And what you can actually do, I didn't realize, so I was silly and I did the whole thing again, but learn from my mistake. Hi everybody, my name is Gabby, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I customized the inside of my iPhone 16. So if you missed it last time, we did a what's on my iPhone, but also I showed you a bunch of different cases. If you want to go check that out, links up there. Today I'm actually going to show you how I did it and set each of the focus modes and where I got my icons from and everything. It'll be linked in the description box below. So I'm going to show you everything and how I did it, tutorial style. Okay, so where I started was I first did a mode for the morning. I basically chose a wallpaper that was like very calming, very chill. It was like a little sunset, sunrise wallpaper. So I customized the time, and then basically I added my widgets. I added Spotify, the clock app, not TikTok, but like the alarm app. And then I added a Versaday from my Bible app, and then I chose to change like the controls or like the shortcut on the screen. So I don't usually use my camera first thing in the morning. So I decided to change it to something that was a little bit more useful. So I turned it into, initially I changed it to play like calming music in the morning, but then eventually I changed it to like a messaging app just because I thought that was a little bit more useful. Because in the morning usually I wake up, if I need to talk to somebody, if I need to check something, I usually go to the messages app. So that one links straight to a chat. So then I set a wallpaper pair. So I set the screens to correspond with the morning focus. So how you do that is when you're like on the customized like lock screen page, and then at the bottom you'll see a little thing that says link focus. You click on that and then you click on the focus that you want it to correspond to. So that will change your wallpaper screen when you click that focus, but how you change like the actual home screen is a different process, and I'll show you. What you want to do is go and look for your icons and the corresponding like theme that you want to go for. First, like I looked at a bunch of different apps, and to be honest with you, all the apps kind of suck. Like they require like premium and like added things, like you just have to pay extra to get like the wallpaper packs and like the icon packs. And so what I recommend is literally just go on Pinterest and search up the icon name that you want and then beige next to it, or like whatever color scheme you want. Like when you search and you click on one, there will be a few suggested ones that come up, so you'll be able to find some that have like the similar style and theme but just of different apps. So what you want to do is you want to find them and download them. If you want the ones that I use, I'll put my Pinterest board link down below so you can find it and you can download all the same ones. Okay, so what I did was, because I wanted to have like different home pages for each day, I created a new page. So you basically hold on your home screen and you press plus, and then that will give you a new home screen. How you link each icon to the app that you want is you click on the app shortcuts, click the big plus at the top right hand corner of the screen, and then click open app when it asks for your new shortcut. Then you select the app that you want to link it to, say like alarm clock or Instagram or whatever, rename it at the top of the screen, and then click on that thing to get the drop down. Once you get the drop down, all you have to do is click add to home screen and then select the picture option, which is like the left one. So then you can choose any photo you want. It can literally even be a picture of like bread or your dog, like it can be anything really. Click on that, and once you've selected the image and you've resized it and you like it, click add at the top right corner of the screen, and then you should see it appear on your home screen. So that's how you do it, and you basically just have to repeat that process for every app. So what I did for my morning home screen was I went for a very like chill minimalist look. So I didn't want to do too many icons, so you can see I only have a few, and I put them all on like a brand new separate page. That's important. You want to be able to select like certain pages that show up with your focus modes, and if you delete the page or you recustomize the page, it won't be able to pull up each separate page. So what I did for my home screen for the morning is I put a large weather app thing because I wanted to see the weather. I want to know what I need to wear, whether I need to bring my umbrella, you know, things like that. And then I added two apps using the same process I showed you before. We've got Google Maps and then Trip View. And I added a little Spotify player thing so that I could just click it and then play it directly from the home screen. And then I added this cute widget. So that's with the Widgetsmith app. Out of all the things you could download, get the Widgetsmith app. So I chose this really cute photo of like Miffy and a penguin. They're looking at you like you just woke up, and basically I added and created a new small widget. Click add widget, and then once you click add widget, you should be able to scroll down, click on the Widgetsmith app, and then it'll show you like you can choose small, medium, large, like whatever size your widget is, and then you just have to change it to be the one that corresponds to the one you made, because you can have multiple widgets. Next to it I just put like a few more apps, and then next page I created another thing with my Widgetsmith. So this is why I love Widgetsmith, because it's simple, but there's actually a few functionalities that you can use. It's not like, oh, you have to give me money to like access this one. Just make it yourself. So basically what I did was I created this like 4 action thing. So I linked each little icon to a certain action. So you select the one that says action. So then in the screen you choose which actions you want and just find them in the big list that Widgetsmith has. And then you can customize the icon. For the icons, I use the same photos that I used for like my home screen. Just customize it to the color and like what you like. And then you can just add it onto your home screen. Same process as before. And then I also added a widget that is for my gym. So it basically tells me how busy it is. And then those 4 little actions are to help me in the morning when I'm like getting ready for the gym. Anyway, so that is the morning one completed and done. So then we move on to the regular one. So basically pick a color scheme that you'll enjoy for like always. I went with like a pink and purple theme. So I chose a picture of me and my friends at the photo booth that I thought was really cute. So I made that like my lock screen. So then for my home screen, I did the same thing. I downloaded a bunch of different like icons. This time I was like, I want them to be pink. So I went in search for some pink icons, and let me tell you, I found a lot, but these are the ones that I loved. So you're lucky you don't have to go look for them. I was like scouring. I was like, some of them a little clapped, some of them good. And I did the same process. So I set them as the app, and what you can actually do, I didn't realize, is you can actually use the same shortcut and then choose a new photo to add it to your home screen. So I was silly and I did the whole thing again, but learn from my mistake. So all you have to do is, say it's like the YouTube app, you click on the icon, the 3 dots to edit it, you click on the drop down at the top, you click add to home screen. This process looks familiar, right? Click choose photo, you can choose from any photo you want and then add that to your home screen, and then boom, it's on your home screen right there. So for my home screen, I wanted something a little bit cute and a little bit more like... So I started with adding all my apps to my home screen because that's kind of what you need, and then you can like move things around after that. And then I added like a small cute little Miffy widget like wearing a little bow. I found this on Pinterest. I think it should be in the board that I attached down below. And then I started like moving things around and sorting things into folders and stuff like that. I put all my socials in one folder. I was like, I don't need like every single app out right now. And then I added the big calendar widget as well. That comes straight from the Widgetsmith app. So again, highly recommend. You basically just create the calendar that you want, change the color, change the font, and then just add it to the home screen. And then I went and looked for another widget, and I found this really cute like arcade one. I turned it into like a medium widget that went across, and I ended up putting that on my second page, which I thought was really cute. And then I put the photo of me and my friends in the arcade because I was like, it's the arcade. So I made like a little transfer like money one, which is basically like a shortcut that I have with my bank. All you have to do is go back into the shortcuts app, but you just have to find your app, click on the shortcut, and then add it in the same process like that we did before with all the other icons. So then I ended up sorting out my pages like in levels of seriousness, if that makes sense. So like the first page was like a lot of my socials and just like the chill like stuff that I use every day. The second page was like a little bit more serious stuff that I actually need, YouTube Studio and like CapCut, like the editing software and stuff like that. So that went on the second page. And the third page was mostly like miscellaneous but still kind of useful. And on the last page I also put a little widget. So I had a little reminder widget that I found on Pinterest. Again, if you want it, leave it down below. It's really cute. Somebody drew this. Fairy Notes 222 drew this. And I put a step count on my thing because horrendous. Sometimes the step count is just... So those were my 3 pages and I love them. And that was that. And if you notice, like the bottom bar doesn't change. So like whatever you set as your bottom bar, it will stay like that for any focus point that you shift in between. And I also decided to make one for work because unfortunately your girl's a working girl now and she needs to go to work. Sometimes I just want to be able to walk in. So in terms of my work homepage, I decided I just wanted one page. I chose a photo that I knew was like a little bit more serious and a little bit more professional. So again, I added all my apps to my home screen to make sure that I had the ones I wanted to use, and then like I shuffled them around later. Like I wanted to make it really simple, so I only had like 2 widgets on there. So I had one that was like a little sleepy bear at work, and then I wanted to have like the calendar app just so I could see like what day it was and like how many days of the week I have left. So I wanted that there, and then I put a bunch of like my more serious apps. And then I went on Pinterest and I looked for like a cute little thing in the middle to like separate the page because it was feeling a bit too serious. And then I found this really cute like green one that was like an open book, so it was giving like lunchtime in the middle of the day, you know. The whole page is actually symbolic of like a day at work because it starts off by you thinking like, what day is it when you look at the calendar, and then you have all these apps of like how you get there. They're the travel apps, and then you've got a separation in the middle where you look at the green spaces and you go outside, and then after that you resume your work and you go back to all the serious apps. So it's a metaphorical page. I need to get outside more. Basically, that's what I did though. For my work page, I thought it was like really simple, really easy. And then the automation that I did that I really actually liked about it was that I set it to turn on when I got to work. So I set it to turn on at a certain location and set it to turn off at a certain location as well. So I never really have to set a schedule or touch it. It just automatically turns on. And then the last one that I created was sleep. And with sleep mode, I decided simple is best. Literally the most simple thing you can think of, that is what we need right now. We're gonna have the bedtime thing here, and it basically allows you to like read all the things about your bedtime and like change it and stuff like that. So put the bedtime thing up the top. And then I have my battery to tell me my battery life, if I need to charge my phone before bed or whatever. Again, these are both just like widgets that come organically with your iPhone. And then I decided I only need 3 apps and 1 shortcut. So the 3 apps I added on there were Notes, Clock, Settings, and a shortcut. Pretty self-explanatory. For my shortcut, I wanted to run like an automation that would help me like go to bed. So basically all you have to do, open up your shortcuts app. To start a sequence, all you have to do is click add, and then you basically start searching your little actions, right? So you search an action and you click it, and then you search an action and you click the next one, and then you just add them like next to each other. So it runs sequentially. So whatever you want to happen first, you add the top, and then whatever happens next. So first of all, I wanted to add something that said like show good night. So that basically tells me that the shortcut's actually running, because otherwise if you just set it and it's not running, you're like, I have no clue. Like you can just search it up here, click show, and then like show alert. So you click on that one and then you type in whatever text you want. So whenever you click it, it'll go good night. Then I put a timer on it, so wait 900 seconds. So that is like 15 minutes. So wait 15 minutes first, and then after the 15 minutes, turn on airplane mode, turn Wi-Fi off, turn Bluetooth off, and turn mobile data off. And then that will just shut down my phone basically for the night, so nothing can come through. And if I'm watching something or whatever, 15 minutes after I click that, it'll just shut off and it'll stop. And then I put lock the screen, because it's really important, because I think my phone is on like never lock, so I needed it to lock the screen manually. So then once you do that, all you have to do is again click the top bit, and then you can like customize it. So you click add to home screen, and you can customize, you can add a photo, or you can just do what I did, which is I added like a regular icon and it's just pink heart. So yeah, that's how you do the shortcut. It's pretty simple, it's very easy. You can put whatever you want in it. You can literally make it play your music and stuff when you click it as well. So that's all my home screens. So now all you have to do is assign these to each focus mode. So you click settings, you click focus mode, and then where it says like all your list of focus modes, you just click the one that you're trying to assign the screens for, click it, and then click choose screens, and then only select the ones you want. There might be a lot, but just select the ones that you want. Every time you turn on that focus, now it should work where the wallpaper changes. So now they're all linked like that, so don't forget to do that for every single one, otherwise it will not work when you switch the focuses. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you do it. I hope that this was helpful and gave you some ideas and some inspiration of how to do it for yourself and in a way that you like. I realize I'm still sitting on this side, and so it's not centered. If you want to access any of like the icons and stuff, I'll leave the Pinterest board down below. Feel free to use it, go for your life. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try and help you. Not sure if I can, but I'll try and help you. If you want to see the what's on my iPhone and all the cute cases I unboxed, feel free to go watch the video. I'll link it up here. And also if you want to see more home screen customizations and all that kind of stuff, I will leave my phone playlist up there as well. So I hope that you guys enjoy watching. Don't forget to subscribe, because there is more coming. But let me know what you guys want to see as well in the comments, so that I can make things that you want to see. I hope that you guys enjoy watching. I love you, and I will see you guys in another one. Bye!